So let's run your first Java file. Before you can run the Java file, the first thing we need to install Java on your home system. Then in this class, we will use the Eclipse as our design IDE. How to install Eclipse and JDK? We need to go back to our syllabus. So go to the canvas. You can see here is our syllabus. So make sure you are going down to see the software. So to make sure you will install you will go to the video here. We show you how to do the Eclipse installation. Usually when you install the Eclipse, at the same time they also ask you to install the Java JDK. If you don't have Java JDK yet, so make sure here you will install your Java JDK on your Windows system. You can always go to Oracle website to download the latest one. And also here I give you a couple of YouTube video. The first one on Windows system, you can access this one. You can install Eclipse and JDK on your Windows system. For the Mac system, you can install Eclipse as well. If you're using the Linux and any other platform, that's all okay because all the Eclipse, they have the associated platform. You can install the version. So I just want to make sure you will go over the syllabus until here. I just need you to install your Eclipse and the JDK for now. Here you will see I have more information, but from here is all after our midterm exam. After the midterm exam, we will talk about Java FX GUI. So at that time, I will work with you to see how to configure Java FX on your Eclipse. But for now, you only need to go over. Sorry, I click on that. Yeah, so you only need to go over until the first two videos, until you install the Java Eclipse. Okay, after you install your Eclipse, you can click on that and start running. So later I will show you on my system. But one thing is because my system I already have the Eclipse for a few times, so that's why you may be able to see from the beginning. So I just want to show you the step here. The first one you may not see later. I show you. After you first install your Eclipse and run, the first thing they will ask you to choose your workspace location. So this workspace location is where your resource file will save. That's important. You need to remember where it is. So usually on Windows system, they will be under your username and your document folder. So you can choose the location. So I just want to inform you, be careful when you enter the workspace location, make sure you remember that. And also if you forget where it is, so I will recommend you to point to that workspace location to your desktop, so you will always see that. So the next one, after you choose your workspace, then I will show you how to create your Java project. So once you create your Java project, how to organize your source file. I will show you how to create the package to organize your source file. So that's the step by step. Then let me go to the Eclipse. Let's finish all the steps from here. So then I will go to the Eclipse. So later we will create a Java project. So then I will show you where is the package. So you can think about the package kind of is the subdirectory under the project. You can organize one Java project for our COMSC255. Then underneath, you can have module 1, module 2, different module package. So under each package, you will have a folder for the source file. So then you can create a new class. So this new class specifies the name of the class. Then you will save that as the .java file. Did you remember earlier I told you .java file, that's the source file. So then this source file actually will under where your workspace location is. So they will have the full project name first, then slash the package name, then slash, you see here, that's the src, that's mean the source file. So then you have your .java file. So this .java file, after you implement that, then you need to compile. After you successfully compile your Java source file, they will become a Java bytecode file. So then they will have the same file name, but the extension is .class. So this .class actually is the binary file. So this .class file actually is located at the similar location as your Java file, but they are under project name, package name. Then you see the folder, the subfolder actually is a bin, because the older .class file is under the binary folder. So these two locations is important because every time when you submit your homework assignment, I want you to submit your source file. So you need to know where to get your source file. So that's the step you need to write your Java file. So now I just assume you all set up your Eclipse on your home system. So I will show you how to write our first welcome.java file. So let's see here. Let me show you the source file first. So then later I will show you how you will run from the Eclipse. So here is our welcome.java file. So like earlier I say, you have your source file, have the file name, then extension is .java. And also very important thing is your file name. This one, your file name actually is your class name. So we will talk about more detail about the class and the object after I introduce you the first few chapters. But here I just want you to know one thing is, remember Java programming is pure object-oriented concept. So any source file you write, they contain one class. So here when we decide our class name is welcome, then your source file name is welcome.java. So then you will see here, any source file.java file, you will have a class. So then I just want you to write down the syntax. In the future chapter, we will talk about very detailed on all the keywords. So now I just want you to know, after you have your class name welcome, right? You need to have your keyword class before your class name. So then here, before the class is public. So this public just means everywhere you can access this class welcome to create an object of the class welcome. So that's the class. So inside this class, remember in C++, when you want to run a program, you need to have main function, right? Good. So right. So here, Java is a pure class. So that's why it's pure object-oriented concept. So whenever you write your source file, you need to have everything wrapped in a class. So we call this class is a welcome class. So how to run our program? Right, we have a main function here. So here the same thing, I want you to just write the syntax. So this main function with no return type, so that's void. Then they are public, they can run from anywhere. So now I want you to always, before your main function, please add the static. I will talk about the static keyword later, but I just want you to do that. Okay, so then here is your main function. So the string argument, we will tell you in the future how to pass those arguments. But now you just default write a string array here called args. So your main function, you need to have your braces, right? Okay, good. So now what I want you to do to run your first program file, we just want to display welcome to Java in our console. So in order to display a welcome message on the console, so here you will see if you want to have a comment in the Java file, you just do /. So here in order to print something in the console, we have our system.out. So the system.out is very similar to cout. in C++. But here we call system.out. So the system.out, each dot, then you will have the package to execute link one by one. So you have system.out object. So then you invoke the println function through that object. So see, println is a function, right? So that's why your function, you have your parameter you need to pass. So what you want to display, you just pass in the parentheses. So remember, double quote, that means the string, right? So that's why afterward you will have welcome to Java display here. So that's your first Java file. How should we run that? So let's open our Eclipse now. So after we open our Eclipse, so the first thing, that's create our Java project. So you go to your navigation bar, under the files, you have new. So then we choose Java project. So after you have your Java project, right, so please enter your Java project name. So maybe we just say COMSC255. So then underneath, you can choose your location. But here we're just using the default location. That's where your workspace is. So that's my workspace location. So then you will see they will add the project name / as a subfolder. So you can change your JRE. So here we use the Java SE 1.8 for here. So then we just using the default what they have. So we go next. So the next, after you will see you have Java project, then underneath you have your source src folder. Then all your class file will under your project name /bin. So then we finish. So after you finish, you will see, right, I have my COMSC255 project. So you will see I have other name, that's other project. So don't worry about that. I want you to focus on you have one project you create, your Java project here. So then remember, I also show you, I want you to create the package for different module. So how to create different package? You need to move to the source. So src, you have the new, right? Good. So you have new package. So usually I want the students, you can have only one Java project, but you have different package. So you see we have so many different modules, right? So you can organize your module file under different package name. So you create your module 0. So then you will see under your source, you have module 0. So now let's create our welcome Java file. So how to create your source file? Actually, you need to continue under your module 0, right click, you have new. Good. So we create a Java source file, right? Actually, you create a new class. So here is important, when you create a new class, you see they give you the source folder location, your package name. So now remember earlier we have our welcome Java, right? So your class name actually is welcome. And also notice that I have the uppercase. If you have in C++ or Java, we usually have our class name is uppercase. So earlier I said your class name welcome is public. So you see they choose public. So I need to have a main function to run this program. So then here you just click here, which method you want to add into your class. So that's public static void main. So then if you click that, you will see they will automatically generate this source file with the main method. So now I want to run this class. I want to display the welcome message in our console, right? So like system.out, that's Java, equivalent to the CL in C++, then that's we create the console. So you see sometimes after you just enter the dots, they will show you so many methods. We want to do the println. So the println actually means you have your print string welcome to Java. You have your welcome to Java display, but ln means after your string display, you have a new line. So then we have our first Java file, so then you can run, enter the green arrow. Did you see the console have welcome to Java? That's your first welcome Java file.